All right, take it away, Taylor.
Okay, so this next event is all about gratitude and building into the kids that we they may not be able to give something all the time, but what they can do, and especially during the Christmas season, we want them to try and give back whatever way that they can. So what I'm going to start with is the schedule of the day. I'm gonna because it's a little bit different than what we normally do. So I'll run through that, and then I'll also show you guys what our Santa Claus shoes, toys time will look like. And we've kind of got it in this oh my gosh, words. Anyway, we've got it in a anyway,
Like a template looking
yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Like
a
how
diagram,
yeah, a diagram. Yes, thank you, Allie. Sorry, I
of
couldn't think of
course.
what I was trying to say.
That's what I'm here for. We're good.
Yeah. Okay, so all of the volunteers, except for the crossbows and staff, or the bows and staff, will arrive at 9. Everyone else will arrive at around 8 to 8:30. At 9:15, we'll have everybody in the sanctuary or the parish hall so that we can do our volunteer orientation. And then all of the volunteers can receive their charms. So this is the same normal schedule that we typically go through until a little bit later. So if we need to, we'll do a walkthrough, but most likely what we'll do instead is have extra time to decorate the hall before the kids get there at around 9:45. They'll start arriving from their hop, skip, drive rides at 9:45. They'll find their color groups and they'll go and sit in the sanctuary with their color groups for opening ceremony. And then Geo will be our guest speaker this time. Geo, do you
Woo
want to
woo!
tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Gio. You don't know my face for those that don't know me, but for those who do know me, I have a pretty smile. Just kidding. Um, I have been working with the youth probably last my entire last 30 years. I've been working with junior high, high school, and college kids. So it's one of my passions. I love it. I love what you guys are doing. I'm so excited to be even being asked to be a part of this. Um, I'm a public speaker. I'm a director of youth camps. What else? I just enjoy trying to impact the next generation. It is a deep embedded love I have for watching them grow and overcome challenges. So thank you for letting me be a part of this. I'm honored to. My catchphrase for this event is gratitude is an attitude. That's the catchphrase. It's
You
an
love that one.
attitude. So I'm going to share a 10-minute little presentation about what gratitude is and how it impacts our lives, and maybe share a story about some people that have gone through a difficult time, but their gratitude pulled them through.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, who's
Oh, what
that?
do you
Who's
got
that
there?
guy?
Oh, my mom's got a
Hey,
picture of Geo. Here, hold it closer.
all right, there I am with the glasses. My hair's a little shorter, but yeah, it's
That's
That's
me.
so
Geo
funny.
and his
That's
lovely wife,
great.
Karen.
That's great. Now we know
Hey,
what you'll look like when you
yes.
come to the event.
So it's festive attire, correct? Christmassy attire.
Yeah, yeah, if you want, you could wear festive attire or just something that you'll be comfortable in throughout the day, but either
Okay.
way. So, after Gio is done with his speech about gratitude, we'll go into the Arrow Achievements, the group photo, and we're going to have the kids break into small groups with their bows. I think we've done this, Allie, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was during the
The boat
animal
day. It was boat day.
boat day, boat day. Thank you.
School day.
So as of right now, what we're looking at is about 3 arrows per bow. So 3 mentees per 1 mentor. They'll file over to Heller Hall to do their letters to the troops, Make-A-Wish cards, thank you cards to anyone that they'd like to send one to, and then tie blankets. And the tie blankets will be going most likely back to the Salvation Army, where we found a lot of these families from. So it's going to come full circle. And then we work a lot with for the troops, or we see them a lot during a lot of community events. So we definitely want to use this time to actively participate, not only, with our kids, but in our community as well. And then this will also give the kids a chance to give something back. And that's what this whole day is about. We'll have lunch delivered around 11:30, and the parents and preschoolers will go and get lunch. Then we'll clean up all of the activities around noon for the older kids, and they will be able to go and get lunch by color group, so red, yellow, green, and blue. And then at 12:30 starts our uh, uh, Santa Claus streamline to get their gifts and their shoes and take their picture with Santa. So let me share my screen with you so that we can kind of go over what it's going to look like. So the kids will start in Heller Hall or right outside during lunch. And then they'll move. So lunch is going to be kind of over here where you really can't, I don't have a picture of, but then they'll have a tote bag so that they can put their shoes. They will have a tote bag for them to put everything in. Those will be right outside the sanctuary. Oh, hey, Gio, we got your face.
Hi, I'm in.
You're in. There we go.
Yeah, Gio.
I see
Nice.
Gio now.
Yeah,
Yay.
and thank you, Allie, for getting those lights turned back on. Okay, and then they'll go to the stage where they can get their pair of shoes. We're gonna have Brian from WM, who will bring a couple volunteers, and then we'll use some of our volunteers as well to size the kids' feet, and they could pick their pair of shoes and the color that they want, because they do come in multiple colors. They'll move down to oh, look, there they are. There's the shoes. We've got 2 different kinds. Those are just 2 of the colors that they have, but they have multiple. And then what we'll do is the kids will move with their bows to the back of the room. And something that I forgot to mention before is that when they're coming into and being called by their color group to come into the sanctuary to start the streamline, they're going to be in that same small group that they started with at the beginning of the day. They'll move into the sanctuary, the parish hall, move through to number 3 to where they'll get their toy. After they're done getting their toy, they'll move into the atrium, which is basically just their entranceway, and they have a cute Christmas tree with some presents underneath it. We're gonna set up Santa's throne, his big chair that we're borrowing from Demi. So thank you, Demi. She's not on here, but thank you to her. We're gonna take photos with Santa, and we also got, I believe, Allie, you said it was 100 gift candy bags.
Yeah, candy bags are donated.
Perfect. Yes, that's awesome. Those will also be given out by Santa's elf, which most likely will be our Santa's son. And then they'll exit through the side over here and go back into Heller Hall, where they will be able to do ornament making and things like that, as well as our normal free play things. And then we'll call in the next group. So most likely we're going to start with the youngest ones. The preschoolers will move to red, then yellow, then green, then blue, and everybody will get their gifts and their photos that way. And we can get all those photos sent out to the families as well. And then we will continue on the rest of our schedule. At the same time that we're doing all of this, we will also be doing our ornament making. So the kids who aren't grabbing a gift, they will be making an ornament in a little glass bulb. And then our dessert table will also open at the same time. Replay will start, and then we will clean up around 1:30, because this time we're also going to do a closing ceremony. And that closing ceremony is going to be really just about how thankful we are that the families are there, and then to let them know about the events next year and the fact that we are kind of splitting things into two. We're keeping our Simi location and we're starting our LA location out there, which will start in March. I know, yay! It will all start in March, and then we'll be every other month, just like Simi Valley is. And then they will start to check out, get these save the date magnets for next year as well. And then we will continue our closing ceremony for our volunteers. And we're going to go over their awards for the year and how special you guys are to us, because you guys do so much work for us during the year. None of this could happen without everyone, all of the cogs of the machine. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. And that's it on my side. So Allie, do you have anything else?
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly share about gratitude, the reason we're doing this event. As you all know, it is the Christmas season, the holiday season, what you want to call it. And, as a faith-based organization, a lot of us are motivated by our faith and by our love of the Lord and how we want to share that with these kids. And while we're not necessarily a preaching organization or an evangelistic, we are sharing that love with these kids. And so as we go about this whole event, I just want each of us to keep in our minds how much we've received love throughout our lives, and that the children we're working with may not have received that same love, and that we are there to bring that love to them and to care for them and listen to what they're going through and just be there for them and hang out with them as they're going through these activities. The kid might talk to you and be like, I don't care about writing a letter to the troops. And it's like, well, you can talk to that kid and be like, well, what are you grateful for? I'm grateful for, the place I live, or maybe they're grateful for the mom they have, whatever it may be. Like, there's always something that they can be grateful for. And Gio's going to do a great job in the morning setting the tone for the day. And so throughout the day, we'll just be reminding the kids what we learned, that gratitude is an attitude. And you can choose to have that gratitude attitude throughout the day. And even if you don't have anything, you can still write to someone who may have it worse off than you do. We also have this opportunity for what Taylor mentioned in the morning. Another activity is Make-A-Wish postcards. So we actually got postcards from the Make-A-Wish Foundation where the kids can write a letter to a kid that's in Make-A-Wish. And those kids are all experiencing terminal illnesses. And so the kids in our program can write to them like, keep moving forward, like stay brave and all those things. And we have templates that we have on these big poster boards that you'll see. And it's just writing letters alongside the kids, helping them get creative, finding something fun to say, and just trying to bring a smile to the people that are reading those letters. Because our kids, even though they might not have a whole lot, they still have something to give. And then, as Taylor mentioned too, the tie blankets, donating them back to the shelters they came from. And it's just a great opportunity for these kids to feel empowered that they can do something for someone else. And so having that mindset, having the mindset of gratitude and as an attitude throughout the day is just, what we're trying to do this season and sharing that love of Christ. So thank you all for everything you do. As Taylor mentioned, we're going to have some volunteer awards at the end, and they are pretty cool. So I'm excited to share those with you all. And we just want to thank you guys for everything. And as we are gratitude towards the troops and, the shelters they came from and everywhere else, we're extremely grateful for our volunteers. So that's all I had to say. Gio, anything else on gratitude there? Or
No, I think you said it all. It's a mindset.
yeah. Any other questions, anybody?
Yeah, I had a quick question. is there a time like for the mentor mentees to like specifically talk or chat or whatever to, facilitate them bonding and making more connections?
Yes, there is going to be a time at the volunteer orientation. I am going to mention specifically to all of the mentors, and I'm going to have a list with me like I normally do of all of the mentors and who their mentees are. And I'm going to have them choose to work with their mentees. So they need to reach out and find their mentees, and they will be in the small groups together.
In the
Say that
morning?
again, Ellen.
In the morning?
Yes, so
Yeah.
during volunteer orientation, I'm going to mention it, and then I'm going to make sure that the groups that are created after opening ceremony will be the mentors and the mentees that we have in that program. They will be together.
Yeah, and
And-
also when they get their the Arrow achievements in the morning, they have
Mhm.
that time where they're splitting into groups and then
Yeah.
going and doing the activities. They have a full hour dedicated to just letter writing and
Mhm.
tie blankets, which is too much time to just do that. So they'll have extra time to talk and write extra letters. And it's
Mhm.
one of those activities that naturally fosters conversation because you're sitting with your small group. So that's the idea of like putting it in smaller groups. Right now the ratio is 1 to 3, but depending how many kids actually show up, it might be 1 to 2. You never know, kind of thing. And they'll have fostering conversation throughout the day based on the activities and yeah. Is that
Well,
what
I
you're
really,
thinking?
yeah, but also, I really feel like it's our lifeblood on ability to grow and move forward is to make sure that they're connected. And I know we've kind of changed our policy on how they can connect offline. And I just want to make sure this is an opportunity where they see each other face to face. I know you've done games before, maybe do a question and answer, like, you literally hand it to the mentor and get these questions answered by your mentee for those who might not be particularly good at it. But we got to start getting stronger at this. Like it's got to develop and it needs to be on the front of our minds. Every time we have an event, like we need to get 2 or 3 or 4 more people connected and established, and they're gonna connect later. I'm gonna talk to Steven, like I'm having a problem with my connection, and I am gonna, really try to make that happen when we're face to face.
Okay, yeah, I could come up with something and have maybe while they're doing like the ornament making at the very end of the day too, they can, do like a question and answer sort of thing, while their groups are separated or while they're not going. Yeah, I could come
We
up with
keep
something.
telling people, and we're doing a great job. But we keep saying, hey, this is a mentorship program. If you donate $19 a month, you'll connect a child like me with a mentor. We need
Mhm.
to fulfill that promise and like really see that sticking.
Right, absolutely.
Cool. Awesome.
Great job. I have one thing to say. Just great job. And also we're gonna be wearing Santa hats, and if you don't have one, we'll bring one that you can use. So
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Viviana.
you're welcome.
Bring me
Yeah.
one. Bring me one.
Okay.
I want
All right,
one.
sounds good.
One Santa
We'll
hat.
have one for you, Gio.
We'll have one.
Gio's getting a green one.
I don't have a green one.
The Grinch.
Sorry, the red. The
Yep.
red.
Viviana's Santa hat says naughty and nice on it, and I choose naughty.
You have one like that too, by the way.
All right. Anyway,
There you
yeah,
go.
it's gonna be fun. Wear your Christmas attire. If you have a For the Need shirt, you can wear that too. And Christmas around it. It'll be fun. I think that's everything, right?
Perfect. Yeah, that was it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Job.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much, everyone. And we'll be sending
Thanks,
an
Tanner.
email
Thanks,
for
Allie.
Have a great
you know,
day.
more details. Bye.
Great leadership, guys.
Bye, everybody.